a former star of the iconic ABC series The Love Boat, recently admitted that he once deliberately flubbed a scene, not because he forgot his lines, but because he wanted to keep kissing the incomparable Diahann Carroll. And according to him, she wasn't exactly fooled. A cruise full of chemistry, The Love Boat was famous for its glamorous guest stars, romantic storylines, and sparkling guest chemistry. Airing from 1977 to 1986, the beloved show turned the Pacific Princess cruise ship into television's most romantic getaway. Among its many celebrated guest appearances was Carroll, already a Hollywood legend by the time she stepped on deck. Known for her groundbreaking role in Julia and her Oscar-nominated performance in Claudine, Carroll carried an aura of elegance, intelligence, and magnetic presence. When she guest-starred on The Love Boat, she brought that same radiant energy to the screen, and clearly, it had an effect. According to the actor's recent recollection, one romantic scene required a kiss between his character and Carroll's. What was meant to be a quick, scripted moment turned into something slightly extended. "I messed up the line on purpose," he confessed with a laugh. "I just wanted another take. Cut that out." But if he thought he was being subtle, Carroll was one step ahead. After the second or third mistake, she reportedly pulled back and told him, "Cut that out." It wasn't angry, more amused and sharp, in the way only Diahann Carroll could deliver. The moment became a running joke on set. One of those playful bits of chemistry that happen when talented actors are comfortable enough to lean into the fun. Still, the confession sheds light on just how admired Carroll was, not just by audiences at home, but by her fellow performers. She was stunning, the actor admitted, and she knew it. The Diahann Carroll wasn't just another guest star passing through the Love Boat's revolving door of celebrity appearances. She was a pioneer. When Julia premiered in 1968, Carroll became the first black woman to star in her own network television series in a non-stereotypical role. She played a widowed nurse raising her son, a portrayal that broke barriers and reshaped representation in primetime television. Long before diversity became a buzzword, Carroll was redefining what leading lady status looked like in Hollywood. By the time she appeared on The Love Boat, she had already cemented her place in television history. Her presence alone elevated any project she joined. For the actor who shared that kiss, working with her was both thrilling and slightly intimidating. "She had this elegance," he said. "You wanted to rise to her level." Life aboard The Love Boat was a unique phenomenon in television history. Unlike most series with fixed casts and long arcs, it operated like an anthology set at sea. Every week, new romantic entanglements unfolded, usually involving high-profile guest stars. It was a casting goldmine. From movie legends to music icons, nearly everyone who was anyone seemed to pass through the show at some point behind the scenes. However, the atmosphere was reportedly relaxed and playful, something the actor's confession reinforces. Filming romantic scenes can often feel technical and awkward. Multiple takes, camera angles, lighting adjustments, it's rarely as seamless as it appears on screen. But sometimes, genuine chemistry sneaks in. A playful Sabotaged. The actor's deliberate line flub wasn't malicious, just a cheeky attempt to stretch a moment he clearly enjoyed. In Hollywood lore, stories like this aren't uncommon, but what makes this one particularly charming is the way he tells it now, with reverence for Carroll and full acknowledgement that she was completely aware of what he was doing. "She wasn't naive," he said. "She caught me," and instead of being offended, Carroll handled it with wit and confidence. That confidence defined her career. Respect behind the romance. While the anecdote might sound flirtatious, there's an underlying respect in how the actor speaks about Carroll today. He described her as class personified and emphasized how professional she was on set. Even the playful "cut that out" moment reportedly ended with laughter between them. Carroll, who passed away in 2019, left behind a legacy that extended far beyond television romance. She was an Emmy winner, a Tony winner, a Golden Globe recipient, and a symbol of trailblazing excellence. Moments like these behind-the-scenes stories only add texture to her legacy, glimpses of warmth and humor, alongside the groundbreaking achievements. Television's golden era stories from the set of The Love Boat continue to surface as cast members reflect on television's golden era. Before social media, before instant streaming, shows like The Love Boat dominated weekly family viewing, and the guest star format meant unexpected pairings, sparks flying between actors who might never otherwise share the screen. In this case, it was a brief kiss turned into multiple takes. But for fans, it's a reminder of how much fun went into creating those seemingly effortless romantic moments, a kiss worth remembering looking back. The actor doesn't seem embarrassed, just nostalgic. It was Diahann Carroll, he said, wouldn't you? That playful rhetorical question captures the spirit of the story. It wasn't scandalous or inappropriate, just a fleeting bit of on-set mischief between two professionals who clearly enjoyed working together. And it speaks volumes about Carroll's enduring charisma. Even decades later, colleagues still light up when talking about her legacy of grace. Diahann Carroll's impact cannot be overstated. From breaking racial barriers in television to commanding respect in every room she entered, she carved out space for future generations of performers. Her guest turn on The Love Boat may have been just one stop in a long and remarkable career, but to at least one coast, it was unforgettable. And while the scene may have required a few extra takes, it gave fans a romantic moment that felt authentic, perhaps because, in a small way, it was. As the actor's confession makes clear, sometimes a little Hollywood magic comes from bending the rules. Just slightly, but when Diahann Carroll told you to cut that out, you listened.